Ever dreamed of being a police officer, managing your own store, editing for a news station, or hunting for treasures in storage lockers? Well, thanks to simulator games, you can. Let's kick off today's list of must-try simulator games with Storage Hunter Simulator. Inspired by popular TV shows like Storage Wars and Auction Hunters, this game lets you experience the thrill of bidding and selling items for profit. In the game, you start from the bottom and work your way up to become the king or queen of storage auctions. You'll compete with other bidders to win storage units, and then you'll have to identify the items inside to sell them for a profit. There are thousands of unique items to discover, and you'll get help from experts to value the rarer ones. As your business grows, you'll even get the chance to buy your own pawn shop. As you progress, you'll unlock new opportunities to grow your business. You'll be able to purchase tools to help you value items yourself, hire employees to automate tasks, and even specialize your pawn shop to attract more customers. The goal is to go from rags to riches, and it's up to you to make smart decisions to get there. The next game is TCG Card Shop Simulator, a game where you get to run your own card shop that sells a fictional trading card game called Tetramon. It's like Pokemon, but with its own unique twist. In the game, you start with a small shop and a limited selection of card packs to sell. As you make sales and earn money, you can upgrade your shop, add new products, and even customize the layout to make it more appealing to customers. You'll also have to deal with some interesting customers, like the ones who leave a trail of stench behind them. Yeah, it's a thing in this game, and you'll need to find ways to keep your shop smelling fresh to keep the good customers coming back.
Sir, I know he stinks. Give me 1 second. Hey, you gonna have to deal with it. You come in here stinking, you gonna have to deal with it. Breathe it in.
One of the coolest things about the game is the attention to detail. The Tetramon cards are designed to look like real trading cards with unique creatures and artwork. You can even open packs and sell individual cards, which adds a fun layer of strategy to the game. As you progress, you'll unlock new products, furniture, and even the ability to host card tournaments in your shop. Next up is Star Trucker, a game that combines the elements of trucking simulators with space exploration. The game puts you in the driver's seat of a rocket-powered big rig, hauling cargo, scavenging for salvage, and interacting with a cast of galaxy-hopping truckers. You'll need to manage your truck's inventory and maintenance, including power cells, filters, and fuel while navigating through the vastness of space. The gameplay involves collecting cargo and delivering it to its destination without accidentally dropping it. Space Trucker features a dynamic galaxy populated with fellow truckers, stellar events, and hazards. The game also includes an authentic trucking experience with a fully voiced CB radio for an immersive experience. Up next is Crime Scene Cleaner, a game that puts you in the shoes of a professional cleaner tasked with tidying up after various crime scenes. It's a unique twist on the simulation genre, focusing on the aftermath of crimes rather than the crimes themselves. Your job is to clean up blood, dispose of evidence, and make sure everything looks spotless before the authorities arrive. The gameplay involves using various tools and cleaning supplies to remove stains, pick up objects, and ensure no trace of crime remains. You'll need to be thorough and efficient, as time is often a factor in completing your tasks. As you progress, you'll unlock new tools and upgrades that'll help you tackle tougher jobs. Up next is Police Simulator Patrol Officers, a game where you play as a police officer in the fictional American city of Brighton.
Does this guy have a backpack? Sure, go ahead and stand up for me. All right, I'm sorry.
You'll start by patrolling on foot, issuing tickets for minor offenses like jaywalking and littering. As you progress, you'll get to handle more serious crimes and even get to use a patrol vehicle. The game has a simple yet engaging gameplay loop. You'll use a radio menu to interact with citizens and process crimes, earning points for doing a good job. These points can be used to level up and unlock new equipment and areas to patrol. The game has two modes, casual and simulation. Casual mode is more forgiving, while simulation mode is more challenging and requires you to pay closer attention to your surroundings. There's also a co-op mode where you can team up with a friend. Next is Derail Valley, an open-world train simulator game where you drive massive trains through beautiful and challenging natural environments. The game is all about making deliveries of cargo between industries spread across an open world. You have a variety of locomotives to choose from, including steam engines and a big open map with plenty of different places to go and jobs to do. The locomotives are simulated with realistic mechanics such as amp draw, torque converters, and brake pipes. You'll even get to manage coal, water, and other resources for the steam trains. The game also gives you physical paperwork like job instructions and receipts, which adds to the immersion. Oh yeah, and also the trains can derail in this game. Next is Tabletop Simulator, a game that brings the fun of board games to your computer screen. It's like having a virtual game night with your friends no matter where you are in the world. The game comes loaded with a ton of classic board games like chess, checkers, and poker. But the really cool thing is you can play basically any game you can think of, like Monopoly or Cards Against Humanity. You can also design and play your own homemade games using the game's built-in tools. The best part about this game is the Steam Workshop support. You can download and play other people's games they created, so you're really never gonna run out of games to try. If none of your friends are around to play, you can also join other players' public games or even host your own. Next is ContractVille, a game where you start from scratch and build your way up to becoming a successful entrepreneur. The game kicks off in a port town where you begin by taking on small jobs around the neighborhood to earn some money. As you gather resources, you have the opportunity to purchase land, design and build houses, and then decorate them to your liking. Once your creations are complete, you can sell them at auction for a profit. The game offers a cooperative multiplayer mode, allowing up to 4 players to join forces and create their own company. This adds an element of teamwork and fun as you can divide the tasks among friends. In ContractVille, you'll also gain experience points for completing tasks like painting walls, plastering, cleaning, and more. These points can be used to enhance your skills, which is crucial for tackling more complex projects and expanding your business. Next is Way of the Hunter, a realistic hunting game where you get to explore vast open-world environments across the USA and Europe. The game lets you hunt various animals using a range of firearms and equipment. In the game, you take over a hunting lodge and are free to roam the wilderness, tracking and hunting animals. The game has a strong focus on ethical hunting, which means you're encouraged to kill animals as painlessly as possible.
Oh!
The game features a variety of modes, including a story mode, free roam, and multiplayer. In story mode, you follow the narrative of a hunter named River who's trying to keep the local animal population in check while dealing with rival hunters and other challenges. The game's environments are rich and immersive with realistic animal behavior and ballistics. You can use a special Hunter Sense mode to track animal signs, analyze blood splatters, and even review your shots with a rewindable bullet camera. Next is Not for Broadcast, a game that puts you in the hot seat of a TV news control room. Set in a fictional 1980s Britain, you're the person behind the scenes calling the shots on what goes on air. It's like being a DJ, but instead of music, you're mixing live news footage. You'll be doing all sorts of stuff, switching between camera angles, bleeping out swear words, and even deciding which ads to run. Not all serious business though, the game's packed with laughs and some pretty wacky situations. Each episode runs about 20 minutes, and you've got to stay on your toes the whole time. You might be dealing with everything from rowdy protesters crashing the studio to technical glitches that need fixing. The cool part is, your choices can actually change how the story unfolds. It's like choose your own adventure, but with news. Next is Supermarket Simulator, a game where you get to own and manage your own supermarket. You start with a small storefront that sells a limited supply of goods, and as you make money, you can expand your store, buy more products, and even get licenses to sell different types of food. The gameplay is pretty straightforward. You have 3 main things to do: order products, stock the shelves, and serve customers. You can order all sorts of items like food, furniture for your store, and even decorations. The goal is to make your store bigger and better, and eventually it can rival a real-life convenience store. Next is Drug Dealer Simulator, a game where you play as a drug dealer trying to build your own crime empire. It's set in a gritty, rundown city where you'll have to navigate the dark alleys and abandoned streets to make your way to the top. You start by buying drugs wholesale from a cartel representative named Eddie, who will leave them in hidden locations around the city for you to pick up. From there, you can cut and package your own product, interacting with clients through a dark web connected laptop to arrange sales. Each sale increases your respect in a given area, allowing you to charge more and reach more buyers. However, the police are always on the lookout for you, and you'll have to be careful to avoid getting caught. Next is 2 Point Campus, a fun management simulation game where you get to build and run your own university. You'll design the campus, including classrooms, lecture halls, libraries, and even dorms for your students. But it's not just about building stuff, you'll also have to manage the day-to-day operations of the university, like hiring staff, organizing events, and making sure your students are happy and successful. The game has a sandbox mode where you can build your dream university without any restrictions. You can choose from 12 different themed plots like a spy school or an Oxford-inspired campus, and design everything from the buildings to the decorations. You also have to balance your budget, making sure you have enough money to build new facilities and hire staff. As your university grows, you'll unlock new courses and programs, and you can even level up your rooms to make them more attractive to students. One of the cool things about 2 Point Campus is that your students are more than just numbers. They have their own personalities, needs, and relationships. You'll have to make sure that they're happy and fulfilled, failed, or they might drop out or fail their courses. Next is Fast Food Simulator, a fun and chaotic multiplayer game that lets you dive into the fast-paced world of managing a fast food restaurant. A quick note, at the time of recording this video, only the prologue is out and not the full game. So in the game, you step into the shoes of a fast food restaurant manager. You'll manage customer orders, cook food, and keep an eye on inventory and staff efficiency. Some customers are more patient than others, and their orders can be more complex, forcing you to adapt your strategies on the fly. The game is designed to be played with friends, making it easier to manage the restaurant and expand your business. And trust me, you're probably going to want to play this one with friends, as it gets pretty hectic during a busy day. And lastly, we have Planet Zoo, a game where you build and manage your own zoo. It's all about creating a home for a wide variety of animals, from lions and elephants to otters and beavers. Each animal in the game is designed to behave like its real-life counterpart, with its own needs and requirements that you need to meet. The game offers a lot of creative freedom, allowing you to design detailed habitats and manage your zoo as you see fit. You can build everything from enclosures and guest amenities to staff facilities and transportation systems like trains and monorails. One of the key aspects of Planet Zoo is its focus on animal conservation. Each animal has a profile that highlights its endangerment status, encouraging you to bring in families of endangered animals, cultivate a growing population, and occasionally release them back into the wild. This not only helps the animals, but also earns you conservation credits, which can be used to acquire rare specimens. The game has several modes to choose from, including Sandbox, Career, Challenge, and Franchise mode. If you guys want to see even more must-try simulator games, then check out my part 1 video if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, peace.